Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you happen to see this later on, it's 1 minute, minute and a half or so to 9, today, December 21st, 2019. In this video, I'm going to talk about, we had some comments about communism and socialism and so forth in previous episodes. I want to recommend to you guys to go to PragerU here on YouTube. And they've got some videos explaining what communism is and its track record in history. Also, I'd like to talk about Pelosi holding up, sending the impeachment indictment, or whatever you want to call it, to the Senate, as well as McConnell, Senator McConnell, mocking her on the floor. Also just saw something from Fox News on the FISA court demanding answers from the FBI over the warrants, the FISA warrants that they issued back during the 2016 election. Also want to talk about the Democrats' misdirection and how they tend to accuse conservatives of what they are absolutely guilty of and what they're trying to cover up and hide, as well as the Virginia governor and the state representatives and how they are acting and doing. It is 9 o'clock, so let's get started with this thing. Again, I want to emphasize, you guys go over to Guns and Gadgets, check out his channel. Please subscribe to him and support him if you can. And the reason why is if it's Second Amendment related, he always, I mean, every day he's putting up videos just about it as news breaks on new legislation or some new move in whatever state in the union that they're trying to pass some type of anti-gun law. Also, I saw a really good interview with Mr. Guns and Gear, and he was interviewing the head honcho over at the Virginia. God, I wish I'd have wrote that down. I thought I did, but I didn't. Virginia Citizens Coalition for Second Amendment, or so I cannot remember. But Mr. Guns and Gear channel, he's got a great channel, does some really good reviews and so forth. But he also does up-to-date news and interviews with people who matter in the Second Amendment community in the United States of America. Let's talk about right quick PragerU. I've talked about their channel, Mr. Dennis Prager. Awesome channel. But he has some really good videos on communism and what it is and socialism. In his youth, he actually studied Russian. He can speak Russian. And he was able to visit Russia on a couple of occasions back in during the Cold War. And really understands their version of communism and socialism, and he has some really up-to-date videos on that, as well as on Venezuela's version of communism, aka socialism. Very good channel. If you are a conservative in any way, shape, or form, you seriously should check out PragerU. Now, let's talk about Miss Pelosi holding up the impeachment indictment going down to the Senate for the vote. The simple fact is, they know damn good and well it's dead on arrival. Period. All right, Republicans absolutely have the majority in the House or in the Senate. It's not going to go anywhere. I mean, it'll come up for a vote and get voted down so fast. And you remember, she tried to hedge it at the beginning and really tried to put off the Democrats in Congress from going and starting the impeachment process. And AOC and a bunch of other idiots went to dogging her out and bad-mouthing her, talking that trash. So she went ahead and gave in, and the impeachment went forward, which was a complete circle jerk. President in foreign matters, except when it comes to signing treaties, he is our head negotiator. He is our head honcho. He is the Chief Executive Officer of the United States of America, the Chief Legal Officer, It is his constitutional duty to uphold the laws of this country, and he is the head of the military, and so forth, on down the line. If he knows that there's a criminal act and the Justice Department isn't doing their job, then it's his sworn duty to do something about it. And everybody's seen the damn video of Biden bragging on how he blackmailed a foreign country into firing a prosecutor who was investigating his son. Got it on video, yet they are not investigating him. The Democrat Party should be investigating him. But of course, they allowed Hillary Clinton to rob poor old lying-ass Bernie Sanders and his commie ways. She robbed the election from him as far as the Democratic the Democrat Party's internal election to choose their candidate to run against the Republican one, which turned out, of course, to be Donald J. Trump. I mean, it's freaking ridiculous. As I stated in the earlier broadcast at 6 o'clock, Giuliani's job as his attorney is to find out. Now, this is back during the Mueller investigation, okay? It's his job to find out as much as he could in order to be able to defend his client, okay? And the president has the authority to negotiate with other countries, you know, foreign politics. I mean, the foreign, daggone, what do they call it? Foreign affairs. There you go. I got it right. My brain is on pause this morning, I guess. But foreign affairs, the president orders our ambassadors to negotiate and so forth with other countries, and he himself can do one-on-one diplomacy. Okay, look at Reagan and Gorbachev, for Christ's sake. Look at Clinton and whoever. I mean, whatever the case may be. But if Biden was breaking the law, which we all know, he said, hey, Ryan, hey, Scout. Well, I'm trying to do a little live broadcast right here, man. I'm glad to see you up there. I need to call you, by the way, and maybe I'll do so if you're not working today. But maybe able to call you today. I need to talk to you. But yeah, the president, he's always had the foreign affairs it's the president who wins the election. It's their agenda, just like it was with Reagan versus the evil empire, and then perestroika began with Gorbachev, and he was doing one-on-one negotiations with Gorbachev, trying to reduce the amount of strategic nuclear weapons and so forth. And I mean, that's part of being president. Biden obviously was trying to extort and or blackmail a foreign leader of a foreign country to do his bidding, or he stated flat out he would hold up the deal they had on the military weapons. Sounds good. I'm pretty sure you have my number. Yeah, I probably do, man. I'll give you a call here in a little bit. I'll probably be on here for about an hour. Glad to see you come up, though. That's great, man. So the crap they got going on with President Trump as far as the impeachment, it's a total waste of time. They are guilty of it. Their primary candidate, the one that they thought the golden boy who would win by a landslide, hit all right there on video evidence showing the man was blackmailing a foreign country, bragging about it, yet they're doing nothing. It is the misdirection that the Democrats are infamous for. Whatever they are guilty of, they're going to accuse us of, and then turn right around and lie and try to hide it. Now, this morning, Fox News, or maybe it was last night, Fox News reported that the FISA court that issued those warrants to allow the spying on the Trump campaign and so forth, they are asking or demanding answers on that. And more than likely, some heads will roll into FBI and whoever else, former Justice Department folks and all who were involved in that. But yeah, that's some good news. And that Representative Nunes, Congressman Nunes, I think he's a congressman. If I'm incorrect, somebody please correct me. But I mean, that dude's got some cojones. He's on this like a bulldog on a bone, and he's not letting go. Him and quite a few others wanting answers on this because, you know, really, we need some answers because they lied, flat out lied, using a false document, the Steele report, to make it sound like something was going on, and there was nothing there. Just nothing there. Now let's talk about what's been going on in Virginia. Haven't been able to keep up like I wanted to, but I was watching some videos from Mr. Guns and Gear, as well as the Guns and Gadgets channels, and Nothing Fancy also this morning. The governor down there, of course, sees and the now Democrat majority, as soon as January rolls around, they're sworn into office. They're swearing up and down they're going to pass all these laws that will outlaw entire types of guns, such as semi-automatic rifles and so forth, with all kinds of features like pistol grips, collapsible stocks, detachable magazines, and so forth. And the people of Virginia just flat out said, no, you won't. What they're trying to do is pass a law that will be an end run around the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Okay? Because in order to change the Bill of Rights, you have to have a super majority. I don't remember right off the top of my head how much, but it seems like it's more than 2/3 of a majority. Maybe it's 3/4 in order to make to change an amendment in the Bill of Rights. Okay, so what they're trying to do is write a law that can circumvent the Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, as well as the Virginia Constitution, which also has a Second Amendment type amendment in their Constitution. And the people are just flat out saying no. And now there are cities, of course, as we've discussed before, that are, I tell you what, some mornings my damn brain just quits working. But they're gonna protect your rights. So you're not going to enforce those state laws that would be unconstitutional. And the governor, of course, has threatened to send in the National Guard and blah 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 blah. All they got to do is take it to court and stop it. But if that does not stop it, who knows? Maybe it is a second shot heard around the world. Just it's mind-boggling. And you know, this is not the only state. This is not the only House bill that's been introduced to ban this or limit that or whatever the case may be. So you got to keep your head on a swivel. You got to stay active. You got to stay informed. You got to watch, you know, multiple news sources. But like I said, Guns and Gadgets is the channel that keeps up, in my opinion, the best with the current Second Amendment news. And the Democrats, I mean, you know, I haven't heard anything about it on your regular news sources at all. It is they're completely covering up or hiding the fact of what they're doing. It's going right under the radar of the vast majority of the people. But it's exactly what happened April 19th, 1775. The Crown sent the British Army out to confiscate the firearms and munitions and so forth of the militia. And that's where you wound up the battles at Concord and Lexington, which we ran the British back into Boston with over 250 casualties, dead and wounded and missing. That says a hell of a lot. But that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to do an end run so that they can circumvent our rights instead of doing it the correct way. If you think that this is archaic, it's well past its time, then you need to have a super majority and actually change the damn Constitution. And if you cannot accomplish that, then it ain't gonna happen. And the crap that they're doing is totally bogus. It's BS. It's bullshit. Anybody out there got an opinion on this deal with Pelosi? I think honestly, I think that's hilarious that she's holding up sending the impeachment documentation to the Senate. You know, that woman there, she really chaps my hind end, but she told them at the beginning, before the impeachment actually started, that she was trying to wait on this and was holding it up. And finally, AOC and the rest of them got on board with it. And the next damn thing you know, they go into this circle jerk. All right, man. All right, I'll talk to you later there, Scout. But you guys and gals out there, I mean, is there anything y'all want to talk about? Anything you want to, flesh out a little bit, discuss about this? Because I'm not the expert on it. I've been trying to get caught up on it, but I'm in the same boat you guys are. I work 45 hours a week, 40-minute drive to and from work. So I don't have all the time in the world to do this and spend time with Kimo. What am I going to do about it? I think I'm going to try to attend. They're having a rally up in Virginia near Richmond on January 20th, 2020. So it's just a little ways away after the new year. And all the Second Amendment supporting folks are invited and encouraged to attend. And I think I'm going to do my damnedest. I don't know if I can get that day and probably the following day off, because that would require me driving most of Sunday to get there and then be there Monday and then driving most of either that night or the next day to get home. So I may end up having to take 2 days off of work to attend it. Any of you guys out there thinking about doing it, or in your own state? You either stand together or you hang separately, whichever way you want to do it. Because, I mean, if you're on the internet, there's a history. They keep up with everything you do on the damn internet. And just because you have a fancy user name like MacDaddy191181, that doesn't mean I don't know your exact location and so forth. But that's okay. You can unplug and disconnect, baby, just like in the Matrix. If the shit hits the fan or is about to, I wouldn't wait till the last damn minute. Just flat out tell you. The way they're doing things nowadays, with all the ways they can track you, there's no damn telling if they would even, I mean, who knows? They break in your house and sew something into your clothing. If the crap hits the fan, one of the things I would recommend is you go to big retail outlet, thrift store, whatever, buy you some new clothes, pay cash. Complete new set of clothing. Strip, I mean, socks, underwear, pants, shirt, jacket, whatever. Complete new set. Take what you've already got, set aside. If you got to go and get around without anybody being able to track you, just in case. And no cell phones, no radios. And that's something, all you guys out here that like the ham radios and so forth, remember they can track you. They can triangulate you. The Germans and the Allies were doing that, and the Japanese were doing that to each other during World War II. It is, I mean, hell, nowadays they got digital things that can speed it up real quick. So communication like that might be a touchy damn thing. Just some things to be thinking about. Think outside the box. Think outside the damn box. It's just ridiculous. But what is going on is exactly what led up to April 19th, 1775. Exactly. Government trying to tell you you will do this against your will, even though the Constitution states right there, no, they cannot. I will not comply. Whether it's here in Georgia, Virginia, the U.S. as a whole, simply will not comply. I did not make that damn pipe the other day and shove some stuff in it and put it out to hide it for nothing. And that's something else Scout and I need to talk about too on top of that. And maybe you should too. Do I think it's going to go bad? I just don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I am not a fortune teller. I'm never going to attempt to be a fortune teller. I simply will say I hope not. For all of our sakes. I don't want to see a damn war. That'd be the worst damn thing possible. But if it comes, am I willing to stand and fight? You damn right. You either stand and fight, or you just go ahead and get on your knees and learn to lick some damn boots. Because that's what it'll come down to. Anywho, on a lighter subject, unless y'all got something Y'all want to talk about Billy Bird Outdoors? I see something there, but my old eyes, I can't tell what the heck that is. But howdy do. Good morning. Um, my new job's going real well. Like I was saying in one of the earlier videos, one of the guys quit, and so I'm hauling fuel sometimes, and other times I'm hauling packages. But at least with the packages, I'm getting some damn exercise, starting to lose some of this damn roll I got going on. Okay, Billy Bird Outdoors. But yeah, I would just ladies and gentlemen, with the way the situation is, and I'm not saying be paranoid and blah blah blah. What I'm saying is be prepared. I was talking to another prepper Friday, and he said his family was not on board and all that. And I said, you are the man in the house. You're the husband. It is your responsibility. Even if they're not wanting to go along with the program, you cannot give up. You cannot stop prepping and or preparing for any possible situation in the future. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this jacket, my work jacket, it usually smells a little bit like diesel and all. I'm not wearing this because I think I'm a super militia guy or something like that. Under it, I just got work clothes on, so it's nothing like that. But at the same time, having said that, I stand with the free citizens of Virginia who understand the consequences if they allow the governor to do what he is threatening to do, as well as their representatives. Maybe they need to start a recall. Okay. I mean, look at what happened in California. It is a damn shame that California is the most leftist liberal state out there, but they got the balls to recall a governor when he's not doing what he said he's going to do, or he is trying to shove something down their damn throat they didn't appreciate or like, as well as Colorado. Remember Colorado, they did pass the magazine ban and all that, and just about everybody except the governor got recalled out of that deal. It was a friggin' disaster for them. Plus, they lost Magpul Industries, who moved the hell out of the state and went to friggin' Texas and I think Wyoming. That's the thing about Democrats. They swear up and down they're the party of the work and so forth. Oh yeah, absolutely, Billy Bird Outdoors. I got my coffee right here. And I done lost my damn train of thought. I shouldn't have read the comment yet. But yeah, the Democrats, they swear up and down they're the party of jobs and the party of this and that and the other, yet they keep losing jobs. People are moving out of their states in droves. But only problem with that is some of them who move to places like Georgia, and they bring their damn failed politics with them, and they start implementing it on the people here, change a bunch of minds, and the next damn thing you know, it turns into a shithole too. We now have toll roads in the state of Georgia. I mean, it's getting freaking ridiculous. Next damn thing you know, if a bridge crosses a freaking creek or a mud puddle, you'll have to pay a $50 damn toll to go over it, like in New York and New Jersey and Pennsylvania. I don't know how you guys that way can stand it. Delaware, oh my God. I used to get so damn sick and tired of going over all those damn toll roads, but that's what it takes to maintain it. Bullshit. They don't become millionaires after they get into office by accident. I mean, you cannot tell me they're not funneling some of that freaking money under the damn table. Anything else you guys want to talk about? That's one of the things about doing a live stream. We can interact. You guys can ask questions or comment on something, and then maybe that'll jog another train of thought. Until I see something, though, I'll review what we started out with. PragerU. Okay, we had a comment on communism the other day about the difference between it and socialism. Communism is the ultimate end to socialism. Okay, it doesn't work because you always have a class that becomes the leadership. This leadership will be pampered and have stuff that your ordinary citizen doesn't. So it's never going to be equal. Never. Someone will always take advantage of it. And it's like in the Bible it says, Jesus says, you will always have the poor. Okay, the poor in as far as their monetary, their wealth, their spirit, whatever the case may be. Look, we all know people that are poor, but they're also stupid. They're not dumb. I mean, they're literally stupid. You can teach them the right way to do things, and they will do the wrong thing or bust, whether it was with their money, their job, their family, their friends, their community. I mean, what makes people want to steal? You're putting your life on the line. You're taking something that someone else earned. They do it. What makes people want to lay around their butt and not work, period. It's just, that's the way some people are. But I was thinking about this earlier. The way our society has got to be so freaking over-regulated. There's so many regulations to hold you down. If you're trying to start your own business, if you're trying to work for yourself, they regulate everything to damn death. Where is my big truck? It is at work. Will you drive your big truck into battle? That depends. Now, if you're talking about my Ford, it's right outside that door right there. But I doubt that too, because roadways are too easy to restrict. They're too easy to stop. The traffic, the flow of traffic, and so forth. So I don't know. I don't know. I've thought about purchasing a vehicle just for such as that, but that'd be too big of a financial burden when I have other priorities right now. You know, and here's the thing. No kidding. All kidding aside, I don't care if you have a deuce and a half, a 6-wheel drive, and all that. It's so easy to stop or block something like that. Even track vehicles, you can do things that would really make it very hard to move. And on top of that, depending on what it is, you know, what type of vehicle it is, it'd be easier to segregate, to identify if a situation were to occur. So, I mean, it's so damn hard to hide a vehicle, especially you got all that freaking heat from the engine, the transmission, the rear ends, the brakes, the tires, all that's creating heat. You can see that with infrared real easy. Alex Jones has an armored truck now. Well, you know, I've seen preppers that go out and buy a deuce and a half, and they do all these modifications and all that, and they will be nice. And that's something else. Your location, where you are at, you may just stand out so much. You'd be better off to buy an RV or a van or a step van like the UPS guys use, something of that nature if you're going to be doing any kind of, you know, any type of tactical related stuff. But me, horseback or foot power or even a bicycle. And when I say bicycle, I would not be riding it. I would be using it the same way the Japanese, the Koreans, the Chinese, and the Vietnamese did to haul your supplies on it. That is a video series that I am going to do in the near future. I've had a lot going on here lately, and I haven't been able to get around to it. But like the just in case, okay, pipe that I built the other day and was able to put the rifle in it, some ammunition and food and medical supplies and so forth to be able to bury it just in case. Well, a bicycle that could be transformed to put your backpack on and your weapon on and some other supplies on, you can push it. Okay. The Viet Cong did it up and down the Ho Chi Minh Trail like it was going out of yeah, they used Toyota trucks in the Middle East. Absolutely. This has been 15 years ago, maybe not quite that long ago. I was able to haul 2 Toyota trucks. I'm not going to name the model. Picked them up at the port, went to Anniston, Alabama with them. They looked like pure out garbage, but they were brand spanking new almost. I mean, they were a few months old. Turns out a 50 BMG will peel the damn sheet metal of the back body right out. And so they were modifying these vehicles so that they could carry a 50 and our special operations guys could scoot around in them. And they would look like the, what do you call them? The technicals. Okay, that's what they call them in Somalia, and they call them in the Middle East. They look like locals. These vehicles would be very highly modified after that. I'm not going to go into any more than that, other than they had the ability to mount a M2 50 caliber machine gun once they were done modifying them. But I mean, I thought they were junk. I was laughing about it. I mean, half the damn tires were flat. They were skin up. The fenders bent up. Windshield cracked. And then the guy said, no, this is going to be our version of a technical for our special operators. I said, I don't need to hear no more. Don't want to hear no more. Loose lips sink ships. But like I said, that was 15 damn years ago. I'm quite sure everybody in the world knows about that. But yeah, I've seen that before. Okay, I've heard about the gray man theory and all. That is one way to do it. But you also have to remember, if it came down to martial law, and that's pretty much what the damn governor of Virginia is talking about, they're going to have roadblocks set up and so forth. Okay, so you need to be able to remain mobile and not so loud about it. If you're driving a deuce and a half, it's not going to be too hard to figure out, okay, this guy's, militia or whatever the case may be. So the Toyota pickup is a great idea. Toyota freaking minivan, a panel truck, all kinds of ways of doing it. But you're going to have to remember, there's going to be checkpoints. There's going to be stuff like that set up. So they're going to be checking. So you have to remain flexible in your planning and your mobility. Pat and Turner is one option, but like I said, if you're hauling a huge backpack and supplies, if you're carrying that on your body, you're breaking your body down, especially if you're an old fart like me and other people. The bicycle, I'm telling you, Nothing Fancy did a video a while back where he found a game cart. Is designed for you if you're out, out west somewhere, you're way away from your base camp and you kill an elk or a deer. Excuse me. You can gut the carcass out, and you can carry the remaining parts back with you easily. He loaded his bug out bag and so forth, his supplies, onto this game cart, and he crossed creeks, all over the damn place with it. Now, whether that would be a viable mode of hauling all that damn gear around right here where I live at, I don't know, but I think I'm going to give it a shot with the bicycle as well as a cart and do some video series on that in the near future. Now, it's probably going to be February or March before I get around to being able to do that. But those are some things you guys can look forward to. But as far as like maybe a four-wheel drive Toyota or a Chevrolet or Dodge or whatever, something of that nature for a bug-out vehicle / I don't know what you'd call it, an emergency response vehicle, quick reaction force type vehicle that would look like everyone else's Toyotas or Fords or Dodges or Chevys or I guess Nissan. They make some pickups and stuff nowadays. But yeah, you wouldn't want a commercial vehicle. It's too easy to disable because you get off the road with these big boys, man, you don't have a good road surface and all, you can easily get stuck. And they burn fuel like it's going out of damn style. But that's the thing. Think outside the damn box. Hell, what the hell's wrong with a damn tractor? Depending on where you're at, four-wheel drive tractor, you can go all kinds of damn places with them. And but again, it depends on where you live, the road system, the environment. I mean, maybe which a tractor would be slow as hell, but It just depends on what you're thinking about doing. So that's something I'm going to be working on this coming year, because I know damn good and well I'm not going to haul 95 pounds of gear on my old butt and get anywhere in a damn hurry. And, you know, the bicycle, you're not going to be fast, but you can transport a whole lot more equipment that doesn't break you down physically. So that's an idea. I mean, it worked for the Viet Cong down the Ho Chi Minh Trail while they were getting the hell bombed out of them by us. It worked for the Japanese in World War II. The cart idea that Nothing Fancy explored with the game cart, that idea has been around since World War I, at least, if not earlier, as far as a human being pulling the cart. Of course, it was always ox and horse and mule carts and so forth. And that's something else. Depending on where you're at in the world, maybe you have access to mules and horses and so forth. And it might behoove you to get a setup so that your mule or your horse can carry your gear, it not harm the animal, and you be able to do it. And that's, riding a horse is a really good skill to know. Now, what I really need to do is learn to ride a motorcycle. A motorcycle would be a good idea. Again, just depending on the terrain and so forth. But you also got to remember, an automobile or some type of powered vehicle will make noise. Okay. It will have a heat signature, much brighter to thermal imagers and so forth than body heat. So that's something to think about. Refer back to my video series about camouflage, and specifically the last 4 or 5 videos. Fooling the naked eye is one thing. Fooling a thermal or infrared imager, that's a completely different ball of wax there, and that's something you should explore. And you cannot stay stuck in thinking only one way. You got to think about the technology. And I said this earlier in the video in this broadcast that the way they've got bugs and so forth now that they can put in your clothing and your vehicles and all that. If you were going to do something and you don't want anybody to know it, you might want to go into a thrift store or into a big box store, buy a complete new set of clothing, strip everything you got off, especially if you're someone in the public eye like I am on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for years. I railed against Obama in quite a few of the videos. Hell, they might be sitting across the damn road there watching me. Who the hell knows? So if I were going to go out and don't want to be tracked, I'm not even going to take the same shoes, the same clothing. I mean, from the socks up to your freaking ball cap and everything in between. But I don't know how far that type of technology's come. And of course, they're still working on this facial recognition. But if any of you guys been around for very long, you know about the book I've been working on about this assassin guy. I call him the old one. And one of his things is how to recontour his face and put these, what they call appliances on, to change the shape of his ears and his cheeks and his chin and his nose. And he'll wear glasses, change his eye color, the brow, his forehead. I mean, the color of his hair, everything. The great thing about writing a book like that and thinking about how this character can alter his appearance so drastically can also help me in real life if the situation came down to it where I would have to alter my appearance drastically. And the bad thing about me, I'm on camera all the time doing this on my channel here. Sometimes I got a beard, sometimes my whiskers are long, sometimes they're short, I wear glasses, so if they were after me, I'd have to do a lot to fool this facial recognition. But why in the hell would I want to go in the city any damn way? No, I would make it as hard on them as possible. But the problem with that is also make it hard on me. But a lot more going on up here than you guys know about. It's just like the cart, the bicycle idea. I've had these ideas for a while, and I've been thinking, because the problem with going back and trying to find historical references, you can see some really grainy, crappy photographs of them but you really can't tell how they were doing it. If they were just pushing it by the seat and the handlebar, I think I've got a couple of ideas on how to make that work much better, so you can use more of your body weight versus just your arms and your upper body trying to push this heavy damn bicycle with your backpack, your rifle, your web gear, whatever on it. Because, you know, some of us in such bad damn shape, we ain't gonna have no choice but to make a stand and die gloriously, burning to pieces. You know, I see all these videos how you can harden your home and all that. All they gotta do is set fire to the damn thing. That's it. They ain't gotta fight a battle with you to get you. I gotta do burn your damn house down. That's something you need to think about. Where I live at, I'm in a damn fishbowl. There's high terrain on 3 sides. There's no way in hell this is a defensible area. I'm gonna have to shit and get, or it'll be a very short fight. That's all there is to it. You need to understand the reality of your situation, your unique situation where you live at, your home, your work, your community, and you know, you need to plan accordingly, and no one else can tell you. You just got to think about it, and don't be so set in your ideas. It's like me. I know damn good and well the crap that's in that Alice pack. There's too much of it, but I like to have redundancy. Okay. So I know I can't, there's no way in hell I'd be able to carry it. Either I'm going to be in a vehicle or I'm going to have something to help me carry it besides just me. And who knows, maybe I'll go out and buy a freaking horse someday, or a mule. But the thing is, you got to teach the animal how to respond to that weight, carrying the load without you physically on the animal. And you've got to load it in such a way as you're not harming the animal, because then, I mean, if it's hurting you, are you really going to drag it around? Adapt and overcome is exactly right. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. Don't let the situation dictate it to you. Be flexible enough that when the situation presents it, that you're not having to instantly snap to. Now, I mean, of course, a fluid situation like it, you would have, a lot of times you're going to have to improvise and overcome to adapt to overcome. But if you can foresee it, plan for it, train for it, then you're a whole lot better off. And but no, big truck, I don't think so. I don't think that would be a good thing. But the Toyota, the pickup truck, a minivan, a car, you know, something that's just ordinary looking. The guys with the deuces and the halves and all that, I mean, it's a great idea. And the mobility versus a civilian vehicle of the same weight class is tremendous, but it also will draw attention like it's going out of damn style. Hell no, I'd go get an old Mack 6-wheel drive dump truck, or dump truck, or a cement mixer. Saw one of them when I went to the private island down there in Naples, Florida, a couple of years back. They had 2 DMMX Mack 6x6 dump or cement mixers there, and I thought, dude, that's an all-terrain vehicle, right? But anyway, that's off the subject. All right. Okay, guys and gals, for the folks that's just tuning in, we've talked about it before, but hey, Matt Wallace, I saw your comment yesterday or last night, and this morning I figured I was hoping you'd come along. But anyway, let's do a rundown right quick. Had a comment on communism versus socialism. PragerU has some awesome videos explaining that exactly. Mr. Dennis Prager actually took Russian in college, understands the language, actually visited Russia, can tell you why it is a bad idea as far as communism and socialism. Pelosi, Congress lady Pelosi, is holding up sending the impeachment indictment to the Senate because she knows damn good and well it's going to fail. It'll be a complete flop. Senator McConnell, was mocking her about it, which really, honestly, I don't think he should have mocked her, just everybody else over there. The FISA court is demanding from the FBI answers over the different warrants and so forth. And as usual, the Democrats, what they're doing is misdirection, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever they're accusing the conservative side of, they are absolutely guilty of it. The Democrat governor of Virginia is illustrating an exact replica of what happened April 19th, 1775, when the British sent their British governor sent his British army over to confiscate the firearms and munitions of the militia in Concord and Lexington, and the end result was the shot heard round the world. Will that happen in Virginia? Who knows? We shall see here soon. Matt Wallace, therefore, wasted taxpayer money. Exactly. Every Friday, every time you get a damn paycheck, you ought to be damn livid at the waste of that circle jerk that went on up there. It is complete waste of damn time. Yeah, I've noticed it. I've noticed it, but it's not just this. I've noticed since 9/11 how our country has been going downhill morally and legally, just on a freaking crash course to the damn bottom, a race to the bottom. Oh yeah, absolutely. Prepare. And that's the thing. That's one of the ideas behind this channel, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not telling you guys I'm the greatest damn thing since sliced bread. I'm sharing with you my ideas on how to do different things. My opinions on such as my firearms, my 1911. Okay, that's my choice. The M14 rifle, a Mossberg 590. These are my opinions. Other videos like my camouflage video series, it is not saying this is the only way to do it. This is the only camouflage scheme that ever worked. No, 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 no. This is a way of giving you guys ideas. So maybe it sparks some inventiveness on your part so you can use some of my techniques, or maybe they'll spark a different way of doing it, a technique for you, so that where you live at, it can work for you also, or work. You can make it work even better than the ideas I've had. That's all this is. This is just, it's bouncing ideas off each other. So I've had some really, really good ideas thrown at me that someone else thought of about whatever the subject may be, whether it was camouflage video series or the different firearms videos or whatever. Thank you. I appreciate that, Billy Bird. And Poo Guru in the house. What's up, bro? That's my brother, the Poo Guru, everybody. He lives up there somewhere in Virginia. Glad to see you over here, man. I was actually going to call you this weekend, so good to hear from my own brother. But yeah, that's like I said, and that's something else. The Poo Guru, he comes up with these ideas on how to do different things. He had a stump that he needed to remove out of an area so he could build a porch or put a pool in or something. I don't know what. So he drills a bunch of freaking holes in this thing, digs holes all the way around this stump. He sets it on fire. Then he takes a traffic cone he got from somewhere and an industrial fan so he could force that air to blow right in that hole where that fire was at. And he had a forge basically out of that stump, but he burnt that whole damn stump up. And I mean, that was a one cool freaking video. Yeah, our east of Richmond, Virginia, he says. I didn't want to give y'all that kind of close thing, but okay, if you got it on there, sock it to it, bubba. Howdy Poo from Billy Bird. But let's see, Matt Wallace. I used to think everything north of Virginia on the 95 was a terrible area. Not. I'll just say north of North Carolina. Yeah. But the Poo Guru says hello to everyone. But yeah, it's like I said, it's the idea behind the channel was just to share ideas. It's not to say that this is the all in, be all, whatever, end all. It's just to spark ideas and conversations. And some people come on and they dumbass you and they treat you like you a moron for having a different idea than they do. But that's not the idea. The idea is to say, hey, maybe this guy's idea works better than mine, and maybe I can incorporate that. But it's like I said about the bicycle deal. that I'm thinking about doing. How to transport a combat loadout and your survival gear, your sustainment gear, your food, shelter, water, extra ammunition, medical supplies, and all that when you're an old fart and you're out of shape because all you do is hold a steering wheel all day. Okay. So that's what's sparking that idea, as well as the game card idea that Nothing Fancy had, who, by the way, did a video series where he actually took it out on a test run as if it were a shit hit the fan scenario. See now. So Mac, how far are you from Washington County, Georgia? You know what? I have no idea. Right off the top of my head, I can tell you this: I am up in Walker County, northwest corner, where Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia all come together in that corner. And so I'm up here in that county. Tell them bring it. If they know I'm your brother, they'll think twice. Hell, they might go after you twice as hard. What are you talking about? Like, we can shut him up by this. Sierra 250, good to hear from you, brother. Sierra 250 is in the house, everybody. The winner of the Auto Ordnance 1911 A1, a GI model that we did the tune-up on and the giveaway. And that was another thing, ladies and gentlemen, that, you know, just trying to show you guys how you can take a basic rock bottom, dirt cheap 1911 and tune it up so it runs really nice. Southeast Kentucky here, Billy Bird Outdoors. Okay. I used to go to, now I don't think it's southeast, but it's mid-east, Hazard, Kentucky, quite a bit back in the day. The walking floor, the engineered flooring that they have with the elephant walking across it. I don't remember the name of that company. Used to haul a lot of their products. Send you some boiled peanuts. Brother, I don't even have, well, actually, around my household, Kim is not going to go buy them and do it the hard way. We buy them in a freaking can. He had a hell of a damn note. Uncle Fester, the Uncle Fester 13, lives down in Albany area. That'd be the one to talk to about getting some boiled peanuts, because right there north of Albany, up toward Americus and Andersonville and all that, that's peanut country right down through there. Yeah. Oh, it is in the southeast. Okay, Hazard, Kentucky is in the southeast. Yeah, used to have some adventures up in them damn hills. I'll do a trucking video and let you guys know sometime in the future about the second trainer I had when I first got into trucking, and about our adventure story coming out of Hazard, Kentucky on our way to New Jersey. Now, see, if any of you guys and gals out there from New Jersey, you know that's the way you pronounce it. You can say what you want. I've been there, and that's how y'all talk. New Jersey. Actually, I like the few people I met up there, but that's another trucking story. That one had to be relegated to rated R. And no, I didn't do anything, but something was offered to me. I'll tell y'all about that at another time. See? More subjects for more future videos right there. Let me tell y'all a great thing about being a truck driver, an American citizen, and pro Second Amendment all at one whack. I've been in every single continental state in the United States of America. The only two states I have not visited are Alaska and Hawaii, though I had a load opportunity going to Alaska. Do you know how many millions of places there are to hide across this country? I mean, do you? You know, I love this country, and I'd just be damned if I'm going to let the Democrats just take it and just tell me, oh, you shut up and take it. My ass, I will. Millions of places out there to hide. Millions of places out there to regroup. Millions of places out there to launch an assault from, if it were to come to that. As I've stated in many of my videos, I hope not. Now, Poo Guru, I lost count. Billy Bird, plenty of hides here in the hills. You damn right. Here too, brother. Matt Wallace, I want to move myself. I hate Walmart's backyard. Hell yeah. So you must be up, Matt. You must be up there in Arkansas, right? Is that correct? I used to go up and down that damn highway going to Joplin and all, and up into the eastern part of Missouri from that area. Never could in the last 8 or 9 years. It's just hard to get a load out of that part. Yeah, Northwest Arkansas. Yeah, up there by J.B. Hunt and Wally World. Damn J.B. Hunt. Anyway, those some guns came down there and they took over a contract down at the feed mill I was hauling feed out of, folks. And man, they this mountain milk out of West Virginia, I think it was, or out of Virginia, they got booted to the curb, and all those guys are either going to have to go to work for J.B. Hunt or be without a darn job. Only reason I stay is 400 acres. Now, brother, I'd give anything just to have a lousy 100 acres. I'd put my house right in the daggum center up and put a sign around it, no trespassing. And I hate it, you know. I didn't dig graves for 2 years for nothing, brother. I know how to dispose of some gun needed. Not that I mean someone, you know, a neighbor, whatever, come to visit. That's one damn thing. But like yeah, well, we ain't gonna go that route. There's a lot of ears listening. But hey, Poo Guru, if you still watching, man, tell us your rundown on what y'all's governor is about to do. Or trying to do. You know, he's threatening this and threatening that to the Second Amendment sanctuary cities and counties. You ought to let us know what you guys think about that up there. And ladies and gentlemen, we're at 56 minutes and 18 seconds. So I was just going to go for an hour, but as many people has been commenting. We still got 9 people viewing. We'll keep going for a little while if y'all want to. You don't even know? Man, you working too friggin' much, dude. Your damn governor, Poo Guru, is friggin' libtard, and he's threatening to send the National Guard into cities and our counties that refuse to enforce his unconstitutional bans on firearms and so forth. Yeah, well, you need to turn the radio on, brother. That dude's freaking lost his freaking marbles. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, I've been yakking for nearly an hour now. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Any ideas? How about this? Any of you guys have any ideas for mobility and transporting your sustainment equipment, your fighting equipment, your rifle, and so forth, other than on your person? Like I said, I think I'm going to do the Viet Cong version of a bicycle, but this will be an American one, and maybe possibly a cart. Any of you guys got any ideas? Okay, Matt Wallace, Kentucky and Louisiana will be next since they just elected libtard governors. Yeah, I know it, buddy. Poo Guru sounds like it. Yeah, absolutely. Guns and Gadgets channel. Check him out. You can get the latest news on your own state. You titty baby slacker. As well as Mr. Guns and Gears. Both of those really good channels for that. The snow sled. Yeah, during the winter, absolutely. A snow sled was absolutely the way to go. And there's another great idea. I mean, another great use for a friggin' horse or a pony or a mule. Pull a sled if it's snowing. Now, that's something we haven't had any snow here yet, and I'm wondering if we will. I do know that the owner of our company said if it's snowing and icing, if it's on the roads, that's it. We shut down. They won't allow us to drive in the mess. We don't. They just don't have the equipment in this part of the state. The main highways, since the big ice storm they had in 2014 in Atlanta, they pretty much keep the main arteries travelable. I mean, where you be able to traverse, you be able to negotiate it. But the back roads and side roads, like where I live, off these little tiny 2 lanes, you can forget it. I mean, it's just, you might as well stay home or you're going to risk busting your hind end. They just don't have the equipment. They don't salt or sand the back roads. Bicycle with a cart, and the bike can be ditched so the cart can be pulled by foot. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Here's one. Do any of you know of anything you can put in bicycle tires that's like the foam that they use in heavy construction equipment, like the off-road forklift with the four-wheel drive, and all the four wheels will steer so they can actually go sideways? Do any of you guys know? Because I know that's latex foam that they put in those tires. So if they were to run over and say catch the corner of an I-beam and it ripped the sidewall right out, the tire will remain flexible. Preparing layers, actually, absolutely, Billy Bird. But if any of you guys know, that's something I've been wondering about, because the bicycle tires are just not that durable. I have thorns here that'll go through the tires on a wheelbarrow. So I know damn good and well a tire on a damn bicycle isn't nearly as tough. We could be like Vietnamese and use cattle to pull carts. Yeah. I mean, oxen and cows, whatever it takes. But that's the thing. Now, I've ridden horses a good portion of my life, and I understand how to do it. But as far as like a cow or an oxen, trying to get them to pull a cart, I've never tried to do it. I would imagine I could, but I might get kicked upside the head 4 or 5 times. But yeah. But if anybody knows, you have a bunch of horses, you lucky bastard. Well, we won't hate you forever, just a little while. But yeah, I understand. Sierra 250. Any opinions on the bank's current hush financial crisis, food shortages, and civil conflict, election expected in 2021? I'll give them away. Sierra 250. I'm not. I've heard rumors. That's all I've heard, and can't confirm one way or the other. In 2021, the way the Democrats have just made it out like we're the most evil thing in history, I will not be surprised by it. I mean, look what happened when Trump was elected. I mean, you had people burning buildings down, all this kind of stuff in the bigger cities and so forth. It's a damn good possibility. It's a damn good possibility. No one can convince me that the guy that did the shooting out in Nevada didn't have something to do with Antifa. Maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was someone else. They killed him and used his setup. Who the hell knows? Has anyone else even heard anything else about that? They've kept that so damn quiet. Poo Guru, common sense gun safety legislation. Common sense. There's nothing common about the sense politicians make. Ain't that the damn truth? Thank you very much, Poo Guru. You absolutely on the money. Matt Wallace, we had to endure Obama 8 years. They can endure Trump 8 years. Ain't that the damn truth? The problem with them, they're like spoiled children whose parents, when the kids get into trouble, they always get them out of trouble, get them out of trouble, get them out of trouble, pay off people. It's like the rich kids that were getting, their parents were making the big payments into colleges to get them, into college and get them through college, instead of actually doing the damn work for themselves. Well, the Democrats have told them all this time, oh, you deserve this and you deserve that. And these people here are evil because they don't believe in the same things you do, and they believe that crap. It's like the people who don't want to work. Okay, now, that's the thing. Poo Guru and I can vouch for this. Our mama's car broke down, especially me, because he wasn't even thought about when her car originally broke down. No one would help her fix it. No one. So she was working in a sewing factory making production. She actually made really, really good money for that era. Car broke down. She had 4 boys. There was me, my brother Chad, who passed away last year, me, Brad All-American, and our baby brother Randy, and then of course Poo Guru. He wasn't even thought of yet. When that car broke down, it was the transmission went out on it. That was it. She was unemployed and then on welfare. Initially, that's what she had to do to survive with us, basically. But as time went on, she got to the point she didn't want to work. You owe me, you owe me, you owe me. And hell, after raising us 5 hellions, after Poo Guru came along, I can believe y'all owe me. But a lot of people don't want to work. They think, I mean, even if they have a job, they show up and expect a paycheck for them to stand around and talk or not do or half-ass do their job or not even do their job at all. You know, it's just it's a entitled and spoiled, rotten, spoiled brat society. I mean, they don't want to do any kind of discomfort. Oh, there, you know, it's like truck drivers. If the air conditioner goes out, God forbid, oh my God, no, I can't drive without AC. If you have certain medical conditions, okay, AC is very beneficial. But the only damn thing Mac Daddy 1911A1 needs is a heater because you got to have the defroster. You got to be able to see where the hell you're going. You got to keep your glass. Your body heat can fog up the inside of the damn truck to the point it would be very difficult to see. It's just like heated mirrors. This is the 21st century. That should be mandatory on all vehicles. Not only commercial vehicles, it should be mandatory across the damn board the same way as a defroster. If you're pulled over by the DOT and your heat doesn't work, that means your defroster is not going to work correctly during, you know, depending on what the weather is. They can put your ass out of service, and for good reason. You can't see where the hell you're going. Let's see. All right. Poo Guru, I don't remember the car, but I remember walking with Mom to Larry's supermarket. Absolutely. Hell, we had to walk everywhere when the car went down. But, I mean, you know, at the time, the sewing factories were out of the city limits. I mean, she's not going to walk 5 miles to work and walk 5 miles home and have 5 damn boys she's got to go get from school and stuff. Are you freaking kidding me? The government would have been 10,000% better off if they just simply fixed her damn transmission in her car and allowed her to have her dignity. But depression and all that set in, and she didn't give a damn if she ever worked again. And the best cure to depression is work. And when I say work, I don't mean like working for the man. An idle mind is the devil's workshop. That is as true now as it has ever been. If you just sit around, you're gonna start thinking bad thoughts, and then it'll just snowball. And poor pitiful me kind of crap. Hey, I'm guilty of it. Everybody's guilty of it. Work, honest work, honest chores around your home, honest pastimes. You know, reading, writing, drawing, tinkering in your shop like I got, or making crafts, something. You know, something to keep your mind occupied and sharp too. Okay, let's see. Okay, Matt Wallace, they can't tarp in the summertime, New Orleans or anywhere else in the South. Shit, I could. All day long, baby. And I know you can because I know you pull flatbed. Billy Bird Outdoors, I love the All-American Trucker. Hell to the yeah. Matt Wallace, last summer, drivers were complaining, saying, I can't do it. It's too hot. It's called Gatorade there, you fat, out-of-shape turds. Or skinny, out-of-shape turds. I flatbedded almost exclusively my career. I did a little bit of tank. I did a little bulk tank. I did a very little bit of van and really very little bit of reefer. Always came back to flatbedding. It's honest, decent work. Most people don't start drinking until they start getting hot. It's too late. You're already screwed. You preload to Gatorade or water and then go to Gatorade. You can't just drink straight water. You're flushing all the salt out of your system. And then the electrolytes and all become out of balance. Next damn thing you know, you're a heat casualty. Same thing if you're doing a patrol in the damn woods. You got to drink it ahead of time, because by the time you are hot and you are thirsty, it's too damn late. You're already right there on the edge of being a heat casualty right off the bat. You got to do it beforehand, not after. Man, well, sweatpants and flip-flop wearing guys trying to tarp. There you go, baby. Those bastards would die in West Texas going to get pipe. There's one of these pipe companies I went to. You had to have long sleeve shirts and gloves, long pants, steel-toed boots, safety glasses, and a hard hat. and it's booming 110 degrees. If you didn't preload, you would be a heat casualty. You would get sick. You would feel so horrible if you just preload and start sweating. Kimo, all right, when she was working at Walmart unloading them damn trucks out there, there's no air conditioning. All they had was a damn fan. Some days it worked, some days it didn't. She come in every day feeling like pure out dog shit. I said, baby, you got to drink before you start and while you're working. Stop every so often and drink. If you don't, you wait till your body core temperature is too hot and then drink, then you get sick. You throw up. Okay. Seen it too many times when we were rambling in the woods as kids. It just happened all the damn time. And the sweatpants, that is stupid as crap any damn way. Yeah, while you're deadheading to go get that load, start sucking down that Gatorade. Now, in this wintertime, Gatorade is not your friend. Ha! The sodium in it will jack your freaking blood pressure through the roof because you're not sweating it back out. You need the sodium and the salt to make the body retain moisture during the summer. But in the wintertime, you don't want to flush it all out by just drinking water all the time. But at the same time, and coffee, Coca-Cola, anything with caffeine in it during the summer is bad news. That goes the exact same if you're doing a patrol in the woods or in an urban environment or whatever. You need to know up front to preload that. And nowadays with the CamelBaks, you got no damn reason not to be sucking it down and can stay well hydrated. And if your pee is not almost clear, then you are slightly dehydrated. And if it is dark orange or brown, you're on the verge of dying. Okay, period. Let's see. You just came from Lubbock, Texas. Yeah, I've been through there a bunch of darn times. Okay, Poo Guru, I made 3 trips to the Persian Gulf in that oven called USS Enterprise CVN 65. I don't want to hear about heat. I hear you, buddy. You see dumbasses drinking Monsters before tarping, and those are the guys who have it so bad. And those are the ones that whine and complain, and really they're hurting themselves so bad because it's that Monster ain't nothing but a caffeine-loaded drink. It does nothing for energy. You got to get that Gatorade or Powerade, something of that nature. I mean, it's just you killing yourself if you're not. You got to have that salt. That's the reason in all the old spaghetti westerns that Clint Eastwood did when he's walking across the desert, he was sucking on a salt tablet. You know, they didn't, that's how your body, you got to fool your body into retaining as much moisture as possible. But at the same time, you need to take it in faster than you're sweating it out. Otherwise, you in deep shit. But yeah, the dumbass is drinking those Monsters, man. I used to see that all the time. Now, here's what I used to do. I would drink in the morning. I'd have my first cup of coffee. And then I'd switch to Gatorade. I'd get to the customer. I'd be sucking that Gatorade down. Once I got done tarping and I got back in the truck and I was on the way, to get fuel and eat and all that. When I got to there, I would eat. And then I have my damn coffee in the afternoon while I'm riding up and down the highway. I'm going to have my damn coffee. But you got to be smart when and how you're drinking it, whether you're in a survival situation in the woods or in the urban environment or whatever, or you're working outside in that mess. And I still do, but not like tarping, baby. Getting under that damn tarp and trying to get that one pulled and all the bungees. Oh, my God. Especially when they're black. Just soak that damn heat up. Well, we had a pretty darn good conversation going on there for a little bit, guys. Anybody else want to talk about anything else? Well, we've already talked about the situation in Virginia. Let's hope it doesn't go anywhere. But with that idiot, pride makes men do stupid shit. And women too, I guess. But that governor up there, hell yeah. Yeah, loving me some coffee, baby. And y'all will notice that's my 1911 cup. And I got a Mack truck cup because I'm a Mack truck kind of guy. At least I was till Volvo bought them out and they done turn them into damn junk. Got to go, bro. Be good at it. Have fun. I'll be posting videos soon. Okay, Poo Guru. Yeah. Let's see. I've missed that, Matt. Or you could do like I seen in Hurricane Mills pilot drinking twisted teas. Yeah. I guess I think I know what you're talking about on twisted teas, but I'll let you elaborate if you don't mind. Joseph Petrie or Petrie, how you pronounce that anyway? How you doing, man? I ain't seen you in forever today. You still trucking up and down the highway? I am now hauling fuel. I don't know if you've seen any of the videos. I don't remember the last time I saw you comment, but it's good to hear from you, buddy. Joseph and he was running Hot Shot, and we got to meet up out at the Wyoming on I-80, Mid-America. No, not Mid-American. Little America truck stop. And I chased him across there, and he had 3 or 4 campers on a trailer. And I had a big I-beam or something for that crane, I think it was. And I mean, I just had to just let out of it and let him go on because that darn Mac just kept catching him. Let's see. There are alcoholic drinks in a can. Yeah. Well, those guys right here. I never mess with alcohol. And you're invited. I mean, I don't. If you're off duty, it's the weekend. Sock it to it. But if it's during the weekdays, leave that shit alone. It's just too easy to screw up your damn CDL. Petri dish. Yeah. I guess. We hooked up BigMacTrucks.com, which I haven't been on forever. I'll tell you all what, when I lost my Mack truck, I had to sell it after I got that big speeding ticket. It just took the wind right out of my damn sails. I mean, it was just freaking heartbreaking. Let's put it that way. You know, I put my blood, sweat, tears, and soul in that Mack, and it was an outstanding truck. But it was a real Mack truck. It was built before Volvo bought out Mack when they purchased Renault of France. It's spelled Renault with an L and a T, but it's pronounced Renault. And anyway, looks like I'm losing some guys are going and getting gone. I don't blame them. I'm about to pee on myself. At the fuel island, then drove off. Yeah, that guy right there. Yeah, that guy needs to go to jail. Alcohol and driving a commercial vehicle is stupid. Drugs and driving a commercial vehicle is stupid. I mean, nowadays, the way the CSA score is set up, you can get more points on against your license with the CSA score for being sick than for drinking. Now, you tell me there ain't something wrong with that. That's a leftist idiot come up with some crap like that. But anywho, guys, I am going to end this one. I really got to take a leak. So I will say bye for now, and maybe later on I'll come back up and do another video. But you guys look forward. I am going to be doing some videos on how to build a Vietnamese type bicycle to haul gear, as well as possibly a cart in the next few months. So you guys stay tuned. That, and I've got other ideas. I just haven't got around to doing it, to be honest with you. I got this new damn job, but I got time. And we're trying to do a little repair and some damage in our relationship with me and Kimo, because we were at it for a while there. I mean, I thought we was going to kill each other. But anywho, I'm going to go ahead and end this broadcast, this live chat, this live stream, whatever the hell they call it. Oh, I'll take care, Matt, and appreciate it, man. All your kind comments and everyone else. Joseph, Poo Guru, he's already gone. Billy Bird Outdoors. I appreciate that, Billy Bird. Like I said, it's just trying to repair a little bit of that damage that because we were banging heads bad for a while there, and spending time with her, that's her love language. So that's what we're gonna do. But anywho, y'all be good. Mac Daddy loves you. Keep your powder dry and keep your eyes and ears open. Thank you very much for watching. Mac Daddy 1911A1 with the Shade Tree Survivalist sign off.